The Trump administration has claimed that it's currently in talks with over 70 countries, working on negotiations to end the trade war. Negotiations that, unsurprisingly, are intended to benefit the United States above all else. The message seems clear. We're not particularly concerned with how these deals affect other nations. Our priority is making sure the U.S. comes out on top. According to the administration, these discussions are well underway. However, none of these supposed plans have been made public. We have no concrete information about what the negotiations involve, or even whether they're truly taking place. There are only scattered reports suggesting that a few countries have either decided or are considering increasing their purchases of U.S. goods in an effort to reduce their trade imbalances with the United States. That trade imbalance, of course, is one of the main justifications Trump has cited for imposing tariffs in the first place. Still, these proposed purchases aren't nearly enough to eliminate the imbalance entirely. Most are small-scale, one-time deals that offer little long-term benefit to the U.S. economy. But Vietnam may have found a smarter solution. Officials there appear to have devised a clever strategy to avoid being hit with tariffs while staying in Trump's good graces. And honestly, it's a pretty brilliant move. Vietnam is well aware that it runs a significant trade surplus with the United States. The U.S. imports more from Vietnam than it exports, creating a trade deficit on America's end. But from Vietnam's perspective, increasing imports from the U.S. isn't an easy fix. They neither have the financial capacity nor the practical need to drastically boost purchases. So the question becomes, how can Vietnam stay on Trump's good side and avoid punitive tariffs? Their solution? Surprisingly simple and strategic. Donald Trump wants to build a $1.5 billion luxury resort in Vietnam, a project that would typically face a long approval process involving environmental regulations and bureaucratic hurdles. Vietnam essentially said, "What if we fast-track the whole thing? In other words, you want your resort? Fine, rubber-stamped and approved. Now how about you ease up on those tariffs?" To put it in perspective, Vietnam, which holds a trade surplus of over $120 billion with the U.S., recently closed a $300 million deal to purchase a fleet of Boeing jets. While that sounds like a big move, it's just a one-time purchase, barely a drop in the bucket compared to the overall trade imbalance. They also sped up the authorization process for Starlink, channeling more money into Elon Musk's ventures. But the standout play? Fast-tracking that $1.5 billion Trump resort. It's a clever diplomatic move, letting Trump feel like he's getting a win, while Vietnam potentially avoids further economic penalties. So what's next? Mar-a-Lago, Vietnam? Bedminster by the beach? We don't know what Trump's new luxury resort in Vietnam will be called, but honestly, this is one of the smartest plays we've seen. Why bother fixing the trade imbalance when you can just flatter the man? Play to his vanity, cater to his greed, and you might get exactly what you want. It's not even subtle. It's bold, brilliant, and it's working in Vietnam's favor. The big question now is, will Donald Trump go for it? Vietnam's already cozying up to Elon Musk by giving the green light to Starlink. Now they're rolling out the red carpet for Trump, saying, "Go ahead, build your resort." So is he going to sell out U.S. interests and completely undermine the trade war just to get his name on a beachfront property? Honestly, we all know the answer. And when it happens, it's going to be hilarious. Because it will prove, without a doubt, that his entire justification for the trade war was nothing more than smoke and mirrors. And the best part? Once other countries catch on, they'll start lining up with their own deals. "Hey, Donnie, how about a Trump Tower here, a resort over there?" Suddenly, the trade war looks less like an economic strategy and more like a worldwide sales pitch for the Trump brand. In the end, Vietnam may have just outplayed Donald Trump at his own game, and that's what makes this whole thing so fascinating to watch. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Got thoughts or questions? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay awesome and keep exploring.